Alright, so we're working on Tornado. I think what I want to have you do first is just play the whole thing, and then I can listen to it and see what we need to do and what we need to work on from there. So go ahead and just play the whole thing through, and then we'll start working on bits and pieces. So, the Swiss Army triplets are the biggest thing that I noticed, and there's some tempo issues and such in there as well. Yeah. So I think let's just tackle one section at a time, but like it'll probably just mean some sections we just play through it just to make sure it's cool. All right, but I'm going to play everything with you. Okay, so let's do the beginning up to A. All right?
All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. As we go through this, I'm not really going to be picky about dynamics at this point. Really more just the rhythms. Okay. All right. A to B. Let's try that. So 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. All right. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Let's do that again. You just had some trouble with the second grouping of triplets in measure 3 of that section. So we'll just do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, next section. We're going to do B through C. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, this wasn't like real bad, but I noticed when you got into the long roll, you were wanting to almost speed up a little bit.
Right.
You need to make, you're going to be playing this with some other people at the same time, so you need to listen to the other people and sort of settle in to whatever tempo the group is doing.
Right.
So like when me and you were playing together, listen to how I'm playing it so that you're following me. Let's just do that to make sure it's cool. And something I want to mention as an aside, look over here a second. Sometimes your right hand is in front of your left hand, and I'm not noticing that it's consistent. Like sometimes you go back and forth, but try to keep everything in the middle and together. It'll make your sound quality a lot better. So like when you separate your hands, then one hand is playing one part of the head, the other hand's playing another part of the head, and so you're risking having two different sound qualities, and it's just going to make it sound a little funkier than you want it to be. Okay, so B to C again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome, that was a lot better. Alright, moving on, section C. We're just going to do C to D, so that's like roughly the first half of the 6/8 section. So it'll be blah, 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 okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, ready, and go. We were supposed to stop. Alright, so that was good. When you played this as part of the whole piece earlier, you kind of flubbed up those triplet rolls. And I remember, like, early on, that was something you struggled with. But this time around, you actually played it really well. So that was a lot better, and that's coming along. So we won't repeat that. That was better. Alright, let's look at D, and we'll stop at E. Okay?
Ready?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, ready, and go. Okay, so at 29, you have a stop, and we need to hear that. So after all those triplets, you have a single accent and then a diddle after that. So there's going to be a slight pause in all these notes. Let's try at 27 and play through E, so those last 3 measures of the section. And when you do these paradiddles, try to keep the unaccented notes low and make the accents pop out.
Ready?
1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go.
I don't know the chops for that.
Let's do measure 29. 1, 2, ready, go. Do it again. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, that's good on its own. Let's do 28 and 29.
Right.
Last 2 measures. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, so you want to be careful when you get to measure 29. You're playing all these notes and then suddenly you have a little stop. You don't want to drop that diddle in there. You want to hear that little pause before that diddle happens. So it'll be
Alright.
Alright. Let's do 27 through E. See if we can clean it up a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, and go. That was good. That was a good one. Alright, so that's how it needs to be when you get into it.
Alrighty.
Alright, moving on, we're going to do section E and stop at section F. So we'll do all those repeats and such.
Alrighty.
1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so the Swiss Army triplets were problematic there. Alright, let's do just measure 32. Let's try to work on that and clean that up. So
Alrighty.
measure 32 and then stop with the downbeat at 33. Okay?
Alrighty.
1, 2, ready, go. Play it on your own for a moment. Let me hear it. What you're doing actually sounds really cool, but it's not it. Like, you're really close, all right? You think you're playing the Swiss Army triplets. It's just your flams on the Swiss Army triplets are really open. It needs to sound like this. And you're kind of doing something like this. It's like just really open.
Yeah, it's okay.
So let's isolate these Swiss Armies for a second. Play just one Swiss Army just like this. Play 2 like this. Alright, play 4 of them. Alright, let's slow it down. You'll notice when you slow it down, you have to stroke it out more, right?
Yeah.
And try to get the flams to be a little tighter. You don't want it to be so open like that. Do it again on your own. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start at that speed, and we're going to drill this. We're just going to go 2, repeat it, go. And then over time, I'll start speeding us up. So focus on stroking everything out while you do it. Because when we get faster, we need to basically keep stroking it out, the same technique, even though it's faster. 2, 3, 4. lose the technique. Keep stroking it out, but, you know, loose. So what we're going to do is this. And I think you'll find that don't change what you're doing. See, this is not any faster.
Right.
We were just practicing it at the speed. So I think the difference now is you're not stroking it out. Play the 4 in a row that we did. Yeah, you're not playing it the same way you were before.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
There you go. Okay, so here's what we're going to do with this.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to let time sort of sort this out. I showed you what you needed to do. What you need to do is stroke it out. When we were playing it with that little sequence, you were playing it really well. So you got to get it that way in context with the piece. Do you have any questions about it?
Just play it once. I just wanted to hear, like,
What, at E?
yeah, just that one measure.
Or at 32? Is that what you're talking about?
What measure is it?
It's the
yes,
third measure.
Yes, measure 32.
So,
alright. Yeah.
okay, so work on that. That's a hot spot for you. All right, let's move on. F. We're gonna do F to G.
Alrighty.
1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. That part's pretty good. In that section, I just always want to tell people to make sure the accents pop out. Everything else should be little. Yeah. Okay? All right, G. Backsticking stuff. So let's do G to H. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, so you know what? Those Swiss Army flam taps, or sorry, Swiss Army flam there, flam triplets, I'm forgetting what it's called. Alright, so the Swiss Army triplets there, they sounded pretty good. So you can do it there. That's good. Yeah, you stroked it out. That was good. Alright, my biggest advice with the backsticking, you're doing it pretty good. Just little movements. And when you do the backsticking, do it kind of quick for 2 reasons. One reason is, if you do it quick, it'll make it a little bit louder, because you do want it to make a sound. And the other reason is if you do it quick, then you'll get back in position quickly. Look how my left hand is here. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing big movements that are slow. They're sharp. And the other thing to be careful of is in your left hand. Make sure you're not changing your grip when you flip over. Leave the grip alone. You're literally going to do this. Look at here a second. Don't flip the stick around. Just literally just turn your wrist over. A lot of people like to flip the stick around. It looks cool, and that's fine, but you tend to lose your grip and not have the same grip when you come back. All right, moving on. H. Let's go ahead and do H through J. So
Alright.
H, I, stop at J. Okay?
Alrighty.
2, 1, 2, 3, go. Pretty good. All right, now we're at J. Let's just do J to K. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Good. That was good. All right, K. K to the end. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, that was you, not me.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that was me. I'm sorry. I would play the wrong part. I was relying on memory instead of actually reading the thing. Okay, K. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome. All right, so the good news is, considering like where you came from, this is like a million times better than where you started out at. So like, not only are you playing this piece better, but you're becoming a much better drummer.
Yeah.
Are you seeing
Definitely,
that?
Yeah.
Your rolls are coming across really good. They're nice and open now. They used to be super closed. So a couple general thoughts for you. Anywhere there's an accent, make sure it's popping out like crazy because you're playing the other notes softer. Keep those rolls open.
Alrighty.
Move quickly on the back sticking stuff. And don't change your grip on it. On the paradiddle stuff, you have a tendency to want to let the unaccented notes and the paradiddles to creep up. You want to keep those down. So you'll spend some time on that. But right now, your biggest problem is going to be those Swiss Army triplets. That's got to get cleaned up. Okay?
Alrighty.
Alright, any questions about anything we went over?
No, I think I'm good.
Awesome. Alright. Okay, so